Okay. Hi, I'm Ulysses,
And I'm James.
and this is Comics Odyssey. Thanks for joining us.
I think I really nailed my part there.
I think you deserve a raise, really.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Comics Odyssey, first time trying this recording live, and our plan is to do, at minimum, a deep dive into the Teen Titans, specifically, or rather, the new Teen Titans? Yeah, the new Teen Titans. Who are now old. So the new old Teen Titans. And specifically this issue, number 35, which I thought was good. Did you get a chance to read it, James?
I didn't do my homework this time. It was a busy day.
How dare you. You get an F this time. That's okay. A lot of this is George Perez. Do you know a lot about Perez, or have you seen his work a lot?
Oh, he's one of the all-time greats for sure. He's one of the best for giant climactic stories. I think he did Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, did he?
I believe so.
He definitely did Crisis on Infinite Earths. Hang on, I'm going to pull up my copies.
Yeah, he did the first half of Infinity Gauntlet that had to Ron Lim took over. I just finished reading it today, actually. He is the master of putting together like 12 panels on a single page. Oh, you've got the original, Ron. Good for you.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, like he's the master of like they would hire him to do like busy tons of characters. Really did that.
Yeah.
So Crisis here, but he shines too on just the more simple compositions. And coincidentally, this is written by Marv Wolfman. I see his name here, Marv Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this Teen Titans compendium is Marv Wolfman as well.
I think it put him on the map. I don't know. I'm not a huge Marv Wolfman. I don't follow all this stuff, but it was what DC had to compete with the X-Men at the time. It was their only book that could keep up.
The Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Well, for a while, at the time, Legion of Superheroes was also a contender. So I picked issue 35 specifically because it has more or less a self-contained story, and I thought maybe take a look at that one. It is not drawn by George Perez. It is drawn by layout artist Keith Pollard, and then the finisher is Romeo Tanghal. So you do see like Perez in the early issues here. This is just very beautiful, very gorgeous. Bit less polished than Perez, and the layout's less kind of so Perez has ticks, right? He has this vertical. He does a lot of these verticals in his books that you see here. Fits more panels per page that way. He has rounded corners for a lot of kind of flashbacks and stuff like that. And we'll see here, they pick up a tick from Perez. Where are we at here? 35. That I find is very interesting. I'd like to have your opinion on it. This. You see that?
Floating heads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it's not Perez, but they definitely kind of kept that Perez device alive. Do you like that?
Yeah, depending on the application. What's cool about comic books is it's so free visually speaking you can do almost anything so long as it links up with what's being told in the story. Excuse me. So something like that, yeah, for, I don't know what you call it, maybe like emotional exposition. If you're trying to
Mm.
show somebody going through different things in a single panel, like he's conflicted, or there's some kind of serious conflict, like something happening, internal dialogue that's more than one stage.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it'd also be good for like telepathic contact in comic book, because it's more of that in comic book, I think, than any other medium.
You could do that a lot.
Just having heads talk to each other.
Yeah.
But that
I
is,
mean,
can you go back a page? It's not just that. Look at how many close-ups there are. The bottom right hand on the left hand page, both of them, left hand, right hand page. Yeah, yeah. And then the girl's head is just floating.
that just from a like a job perspective, it saves time. Well, we got Marcus F. Fellas, he says. Well, fella to you too, Mr. Marcus. He says, the way you are dissecting the different panels and how their shapes and convey emotion is what I need to be better about. So Marcus is actually fairly new to comics. I've been following his Substack, and he jumped in with both feet straight in, and he's just very enthusiastic and having a great time. And he's interested, he's curious, he wants to know all about like how comics work. And I love that. I love that about I love new people coming in like that.
Yeah,
and definitely.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, definitely one of the things that when I first started about like getting interested in comics was the image within the frame, but I didn't think about panel composition as much, right? It was kind of the invisible part of the artwork.
Yeah, no, it's as important. It's sort of the like the cinematography, you know, the how you draw the frame, I guess, would be the actor's work if you had an ugly metaphor comparison. But the flow of the, like how you're editing the movie, would be the panel work.
Yeah, it's like kind of like your camera and your editing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basic idea.
Before you go on, I wanted to say I follow Marcus on Substack. It's a great channel. He's really, like, the enthusiasm's infectious.
I love it. Yeah. And it's like, it's really fun to see what a new guy is interested in to begin with, right? Like,
yeah,
he really took to Nick Dragotta, which is totally understandable. He's a great artist.
You should check out East of West as well. It's one of his better pieces. It's Jonathan Hickman writing sort of a futuristic dystopian American culture story. It's a bit like Fallout, actually. Written by Jonathan Hickman and drawn by Dragotta. It's one of my favorite trade paperbacks.
So what we do, Marcus and everyone else listening, is we tend to go to the classics because that's kind of like the foundation of where everything that we love that is published now comes from. And so this, I read comics basically, and then when I find a good one, we kind of look through it. So this one I picked because it's more possible to discuss it in a single episode because it has a full story. So this story is basically about it's in a way it's a love triangle story. So Cyborg had a girlfriend, this lady here, and it didn't quite work out. And this guy was in the picture, but while he was kind of like gone or something, she had a thing with Cyborg, and this guy comes back, and for some reason that we don't know yet, that we learn later in the story, he's just upset, and obsessed with getting her back. We see his emotional turmoil here, like, take me back, you have to take me back. And she refuses, kind of pushes him off, and a cop comes along. And what does he do? He reacts. He reacts by like attacking the cop, taking his gun, and essentially taking her hostage.
It's a classic romantic trick.
What's the Norm Macdonald joke like? Hey, you're stealing all my moves. He goes into like a sporting goods store.
Holy shit.
Shoots the clerk. It's actually a pretty dark story. And there's a standoff. A hostage situation standoff. The cops get involved. It gets pretty tense. Of what she does, she kind of has a little bit more freedom of movement. Because he obviously likes her, and he's deluded. He thinks he's protecting her, and he's gonna turn things around for them. So she goes and calls the Titans on the phone, and Beast Boy picks up, and he relays the message as Cyborg comes around, and he's not messing around. He says, "I'm gonna kill this guy." Because I guess they actually had a connection. The Cyborg and that chick, I don't remember her name. Madison? Yeah, Madison, I think. So he's continuously freaking out here. Shoots at Cyborg. It's established he has some kind of like what do you call it? Some kind of sharpshooting training or something. He does shoot Cyborg, which causes the question why maybe he should like innovate like more armor.
It's the 80s.
It's the 80s, yeah.
That's the look.
It's meant to be like a muscle shirt or something.
Yeah. His weird metal Speedo is that's a weird choice.
Well, Kenneth says Sarah is her name. So I actually picked this whole volume up because a couple people on the Discord, on the Comics Odyssey Discord, really hyped this up. And Kenneth was one of them. So I'm sure Kenneth is like the local trivia guy on the Comics Odyssey Discord. Whatever comic you want to talk about, he'll know something about it that you don't for sure.
Nice.
So the rest of the New Teen Titans get involved, and because they want to help out. And there's kind of a nod.
What is going on there?
It looks like he's pooping out a spider, but that's how his powers work. He turns into a beast.
Yeah. The image, or the spiders, is like an electric laser spider shooting him in the ass.
yeah. I was thinking about it as like he's starting this.
He's really relaxed. Okay, he gets shot in the ass all the time by spiders. He looks just nonchalant about it.
Yeah. Just a day in the life of Beast Boy. So when he comes in, Beast Boy's kind of like the comic relief of the team.
Yeah.
Turns into a monkey, attacks the guy. But the guy does fend him off pretty good. And so he's in there, takes off as a frog, and he's like, I can't take this. This raven.
What a hero.
Yeah. Kenneth says she actually does die in New Teen Titans games, and Cyborg goes berserk and wants to kill her killer. There you go. Yeah.
Look at all the trivia coming out of Kenneth.
Yeah, no, I tell you, man, he'll be here all night if you let him. Keith Pollard was formerly a Spider-Man artist. So Keith Pollard's the guy who drew this? Or it's the layout. Yeah. See? I tell you.
Yeah.
Just a jukebox of trivia. This Raven girl, I think it's got one of the coolest designs of the Teen Titans as far as I'm concerned.
It's definitely not Cyborg.
No. I love the mysterious kind of looking characters. But she's an empath, so she poofs in there, and I guess she's got some kind of entity in her and she can feed on pain and like take people's pain away. And so she helps out the guy who got shot, and she's going to later try to intervene with like getting rid of the guy's emotional pain. But anyway, Cyborg jumps on the roof, decides I'm going to go the roof route. Cuts a hole in the roof and starts spying down into the building.
Could you go back a page? Thank you. That panel with Beast Boy and on the right hand side there, I think that's Vigilante. You were talking about costume design. That's one of the better ones from the 80s, I think. It's very simple.
Yeah, I do like. Yeah, I have Vigilante #1 somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not worth something like not big money, but it's kind of cool. It's a great cover. Like it's just Vigilante, and in the back there's like all these newspaper articles and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a great cover. So yeah, he's biding his time, trying to get his best moment to come down there. And we were talking earlier about the
floating heads and
close-ups and the like emotional distress. This is a good thing I have to remember to do in my Spirit Girl comics, by the way. Those of you joining us who are not subscribed, please subscribe. I am a comics maker. James is also an artist and he's a writer. He's got a novel coming out soon. Stay tuned. We'll be giving you news about all that. This is actually I'm working on my comics now on this table. But yeah, in order to express the moodiness, it's not just expression. It's also, how he spot your blacks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, trivia time. Kenneth, yeah. Marv Wolfman convinced Keith Pollard to come from Marvel DC to draw Vigilante.
Cool. I get the impression it was a little better to work for DC than for Marvel. I don't hear, unless you were like a top star. It seemed like Marvel was more like Hollywood back in the day. They treated all their actors horribly unless you were like a huge draw, in which case you got your own trailer kind of thing.
I've heard that also DC's royalties contract is better.
Yeah.
I mean, Cyborg lifts the lid out of the roof, which is kind of cool.
Close-ups. The left-hand page, the bottom, shiny heads.
Yeah.
I think he's overdoing it, personally. They're okay, like, every now and then. If you have, like, 2 or 3 per issue, it's great. But 2 or 3 per page.
Feels like cheating.
Feels like cheating. And also, yeah, because there's no body attached. There's nothing in the background or anything. In fact,
exactly.
Backgrounds, the floors are the same as the ceiling.
Oh, you're right, yeah. We got deadlines to make.
That's right. I'm not great. I'd be doing the same, but we're not criticizing my pictures. We're criticizing his.
Yeah. Cyborg lasers the rifles to can't work. He's got a pistol. There's like a big standoff. Oh, so there's a Madison, but the whole story that he reveals here is that he had a girl that was called Madison, and he took her to a party, and they left the party, and she died somewhere or something by an accident. It seems like it's not really made clear, I think, but he blames himself. He blames himself for her death, and that's why he's lost his mind. This is a very great sequence here.
That's a great series of close-ups.
Yeah, all of that.
You do it right, for sure.
Yeah.
That whole page layout's great. And then crouching between with Cyborg's legs, framing he's broken. And Cyborg wanted to fuck him up earlier, but now he's kind of just stuck there. Not necessarily sympathetic, the stance, but it shows definitely a change of position.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, it's sort of a Lady Pieta structure image at the bottom with Raven holding him.
Yeah, La Pieta.
And it's Yeah, my pronunciation's never going to be great. I read about this stuff online or in books, but I don't talk about it very often. So my pronunciation's always off. But the way she comes out of the panels is like she's definitely the center, the focus of the whole page.
Well, I have the advantage for pronunciation by being French, so
Ah,
yeah. So don't be too hard on yourself. But yeah, I found like this a lot of this New Teen Titans run has to do with inter-teen dynamics. You know, why won't you accept me? It's kind of adolescent in that way. Um, I'm going to quit the group and I should be the leader and that sort of thing, which is fun. It's fun in a way. You can play that up for like campiness, like the Legion of Superheroes definitely did that in the Silver Age. That was kind of the whole gimmick. But then you turn to this and it's just a straight up hostage situation thing. It opens with like a very almost like slapsticky sequence of Beast Boy turning into an elephant and he's got a rivalry with Cyborg, but then like it becomes this dark
it's very quick.
Yeah, it's almost like a psychological thriller or something you'd call something like that.
It's strange to go to such lengths to, a public shooter isn't somebody you generally have the heroes find a way to sympathize with by the end of it. Just saving the day would be enough. This is sort of it's like a modern twist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's look through a bit more of this volume and see what we see. Maybe this last part in the recording will be for.
That's a great cover.
You like that, eh?
Yeah, for sure. They had great villains. They had Brother Blood and Deathstroke, who's one of the greatest DC villains.
Which I found surprising. Deathstroke at that time they called the Terminator.
Yeah. He's Deathstroke the Terminator, I think.
Okay. I didn't realize.
He was a bit different too. I got an issue where he's pulling in like a fucking yacht on his own from shore. So he used to be a enormously strong character, and they toned him down over time to make him more compelling a villain. It's a bit more like a criminal Batman.
I see. And early on, there's like intrigue within the team. This girl Tara keeps whining about like they won't tell them their secret identity.
Yeah,
but at some like fairly early on, you see she's actually apparently working for the bad guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Plant.
Trying to find that sequence. I bet you that Kenneth knows exactly the issue, the page, the panel. Let's just flip through here. Oh yeah, so here she fights Deathstroke and beats him, but it's all like a setup. Because later on, she goes to what appears to be Deathstroke.
This is very risque.
Yeah.
They had like a relationship going on, and she's, late teens, and he's supposed to be in like gray hair. He's like in his 50s or something.
Oh, you think it's a relationship?
I believe so. Keep going. That doesn't show there.
Yeah, I haven't picked up on that if they do. Kenneth Yap says, I love that George Perez artwork. I used to study it extensively.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So I'll probably make enemies here, but I kind of don't like it.
You're in the right place to make enemies, the internet.
It's not that I don't like it. I'm actually impressed by this.
I mean, look at that. His layouts are incredible. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I am impressed by layouts and the skill of draftsmanship. But this hair, I don't like his fashion choices, I guess. Like this hair is not, I don't like that. It's not cool hair.
That's straight out of the 80s.
Yeah.
Robert at the bottom there. That's
It's
Yeah,
like supposed to be like a Burt Reynolds or something, you know?
looks like Burt Ward. Looks like the Robin haircut from the TV show.
Could be, yeah. I can't deny it's very skillful, but I guess
It's,
it's not exactly what appeals to me. I prefer more texture.
I like better hair.
Yeah, I think bring these guys to a 2000s stylist or something. But like this kind of stuff is really cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So 10 panels,
Yeah, they're all
but
clear.
it's split half and half. Whereas a 9 panel grid would be split in thirds. So he almost gives himself more panel real estate, but adds more panels somehow. Right?
Yeah,
He does a lot of this kind of thing, you know. I love that. It's very cool. And you can see here is more sparingly. He's using these floating heads more sparingly. Kenneth says yes. Tara and Slade had a relationship pretty much established in issue 39.
thank you. I was just looking for that online in the background.
Let's take a look at issue 39. See, I haven't gotten that far. I haven't read that far. 268.
There's
I'm,
there.
I'm here about halfway through. Here the Fearsome Five come in, and I kind of like these guys, these Fearsome Five guys.
Yeah.
Dr. Light. And also Batman and the Outsiders, I think are cool.
Dr. Light gets a great book to pick up for DC is Christ. I'm sure Kenneth knows offhand. It's the one where Stu Dibney becomes the villain.
Oh, right.
Dr. Light has they write him, he's terrifying, and they explain well. Sort of why he became such a pussy all of a sudden. He was this big bad villain, and it becomes this, sidekicks beat him up.
And what is it? What's the book?
I'll have to use the internet here.
I thought didn't you already say it?
I own it, but I can't remember. It's Mark Morales.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Kenneth says I love Jim Apara's art, and he's another one that I don't really resonate with.
It's Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis. There you go. I like this cover. This awesome. I tend to like minimalist.
Yeah.
Composition.
I felt covers without a background. If it's just white background instead of like an actual, like a setting, they sell really well.
I mean, 13 panels, and it doesn't look crowded.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's amazing. I did draw a page with 11 panels. I was pretty proud of myself.
It's tricky.
Yeah. All the information has to be there. I cheated on some panels because I did panels within panels, which is...
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, you can do everything. You can do everything well. If you were just scorecard him like a superhero card or something, he'd have 8.
Like a baseball cards with his stats or whatever.
Yeah. He wouldn't have any 10s, but everything would be at least an 8.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. But wow. So I'm trying to figure out. There's still compositional. Like it's not just not just throwing them there. Like these are strong lines,
Yeah.
Kind of creating, like it's anchoring the composition instead of being a bunch of chaos. And that's another strong one.
You can see the credits in the top right corner. The name of the story are worked into the background. I love that.
That stuff.
It's so nice.
Yeah, me too.
So
I'm looking for opportunities to do that in the future. And They're all there. So this is the one that kind of said where it's pretty much established that Deathstroke and Terra have a relationship, which I do not like.
Yeah, you're really not supposed to like Deathstroke. It's funny because he's this sort of last boss tier villain, and he's like manipulating a fucking teenage girl romantically to get even with his teenage fucking arch nemesis.
So she's a victim then.
Yeah, but she's a victim, sort of. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could say that, but she doesn't make her any more noble. Like she's, from what I've read, she's kind of a piece of shit who happens to be manipulated by another bigger piece of shit.
Okay. It's a color hold here.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there were certain techniques which I failed to understand, but basically there were certain colors in the printing process that you could hold back, which would give you this sort of effect, which is very striking. So cool. Again,
like the way the top right hand panel on the left hand page there, the way the yellow sort of bleeds in the energy from, like, you see there's vertical and horizontal lines in a cage, and the way it bleeds in from the top. It's a nice effect.
And some Kirby crackle there, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Japan, Katsuragi and Peter Jones. We got a lot of people that joined up. I really appreciate that. It's kind of fun. This is something. Do you think this still works in the modern day? Because this is for people born, from our generation. This is clearly reads as TV, right? The oval type of rectangle with the lines throughout. Like, we know what that means. But do you how do you think that would read to like Gen Z or whatever?
I never would have considered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd probably be able to put it together, but it wouldn't be like intuitively.
Exactly. I see that and I automatically think it's something's happening on a television she's remembering, especially with the panel at the close of her eyes. Like there's something something in her thoughts from something she saw on television. That's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah. Yeah, plus it's in black and white, so it evokes like the past.
Yeah. Man.
So good. Debris too,
That's such an interesting concept, that technology will change such that everybody's using cell phones. You can't really put a phone screen there. I guess you could, sort of. Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like computer screens and phone screens.
For sure, but like as a reflexive flashback sort of thing. You could work it, but I don't think it'd be as reflexive like you were saying for this.
But Kenneth seems to be correcting us, as apparently she has camera lenses in her eye.
Oh shit, top tier spy.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, yeah.
Thanks, Kenneth.
Wow. I like that.
Clever
This is her? Is that Terra?
Yeah.
She's like, looks pretty mean there.
And she's smoking.
That's that's bad for your health.
Your villainy. She don't care. She's a villain.
Wow. I'd see the appeal. I mean, I see the appeal. It's funny because this issue here, I really, really like the artwork, but the earlier Perez on here, I didn't like it as much.
You're liking the pages where nobody has any hair showing.
Yeah, probably that's what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's got pretty good hair here. The hair actually has improved. Like there's a little bit more rendering. Maybe that's what's helping. But yeah, there's just so much information. He's packing tons of information on here.
Yeah.
It's quite dense, but it doesn't read like boring when I read it.
Can you go back a page? This is a good page too. See the on the bottom right hand page there. He's having a conversation with his alien redhead girlfriend. The the panels are all like they're having a conversation, which has got to be one of the least action-oriented things you can see in a comic book. But the angles are all from a different perspective. There's one that's straight towards just Dick Grayson, and the other one is looking down at a diagonal angle, and the other one is a close-up between the two of them talking, and the other one is next one is sort of a long shot, or at least a middle shot. That also, every angle is different, and so the eye doesn't. Even if the situation isn't action-packed, he's telling it in a way that isn't necessarily boring. There's so many tricks you can do in comic books, in particular, to handle a conversation, the way to keep it going. But it's also because you're reading it instead of watching it on a screen. You'd have to find a good way to tell us a conversation in a comic book story. You can't just have people like heads floating in space talking back and forth.
Yeah.
One page of that, you lose the audience.
Well, if you did that in like a motion picture, it would be disorienting. Like all these cuts with camera angles all over the place, it would be just like a mess. But in comics, it's actually more interesting, more engaging. I wonder in which issue. Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh, Brother Blood. In which issue does Robin become Nightwing in this run? Disco Nightwing. I'm sure Kenneth will know. But yeah, this is gnarly.
There's those screens you're talking about. Just the shape at the top right corner. Yeah, I'd love that.
Well, hang on just a second. I'm going to grab another book.
I love the way that panel you looked at, the bird's eye view of Beast Boy, and the way it sort of shows a bending space. So to the right-hand side, the buildings are leaning one way, and to the left-hand side of the bird, the buildings are leaning the opposite. Thank you. I'm trying to articulate it with letters and words and Englishing, but you did a much better job with your hands there.
If you look at The Dark Knight Returns, which is a classic of comics, a big part of this comic is all about TV screens, and so much of the story is told through TV screens, right? Some people find that a little gimmicky, but I have no problem with this.
No, it like we were saying, for me, I guess because I'm an old fucker, it translated so nicely.
Yeah. And when it's done well and the information that is dumping is interesting, I don't got a problem with it. Kenneth Yap says, Robin becomes Nightwing in issue 43. Let's take a look at that in closing this part of the live stream. 43, 41, 42, 43, 368. One of the better redesigns of a character. So Nightwing, the original Nightwing costume, pretty bad. Wonder who designed it. Bet you is Perez. I don't know who drew this issue. It doesn't look like Perez. This looks very different to Perez. Let's take a look. It says Perez also. Okay, this doesn't look like Perez to me. Maybe it's a different inker, right? It might be the issue. Let's try to find the Nightwing reveal here. I don't see it. Is it here?
No, the front cover of the next page.
Oh, okay. So I guess there isn't a costume reveal in this one. Who's this guy? Is this Time Trapper? I try to find like the reveal, but maybe they don't have it. There he is, Nightwing. I don't think that's good. I get the wings there on the shoulders, kind of feather and all that, but I don't think that's good. We got another character reveal here or something, Jericho.
I think the costume works in some ways. The color works for the 80s. The belt's kind of strange, and that weird little sort of diamond thing happening from his pecs down to his waist, that light blue, you could probably get rid of that completely.
Anyway, that's this portion of the Comics Odyssey podcast. We're going to close it off now. This will be later edited and published as a standalone episode. But we'll continue a few minutes here and do another episode of Transmissions from the Dollar Bin. So for those of you watching live, you're welcome to stick around for that part.
Bye, everybody. For the video.
And hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
For the next one. Let's do an intro. Yeah. Actually, let's just skip it. We'll just dive right in. That's fine. Yeah. Transmissions from the Dollar Bin. Very simple concept here. I pick up books at a dollar bin at my local comic shop, and we look at them. That's the whole idea. And we give our impressions, and just a very relaxed concept, starting with Terminator Secondary Objectives 3 of 4. The reason I picked this up was for the Paul Gulacy cover. I think that's a great cover. I love Paul Gulacy.
That's a great cover.
The interiors, also Paul Gulacy. There was a few other Paul Gulacy covers, but the interiors weren't great, so I skipped them. You like Terminator, that whole franchise?
Yeah, up until the second one, including the second one. It's great.
Agreed.
He's great. I'm not favorite artist. This is great.
I feel like Garth Ennis kind of riffed off of Gulacy. If you look at this panel, you can kind of see.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like Garth Ennis owes a lot to this guy.
You could see a lot of Preacher in this.
Mm-hmm. He does the oversized eyes, which really kind of is quite dramatic and striking. I mean, this is a great angle right here.
That's a mean bitch.
Yeah, I hadn't read this, of course.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love this. This is my jam. I love this stuff. Look at this stiletto here.
Yeah,
Walks up to this. Oh, it's just. I don't care what this is about. I just love to look at it. Whoosh. Oh, I see. She like kicks the cigarette into the fuel. Blows up the car. This thing just looks so great. Look at this dog. That's a great dog.
Yeah. Great use of reds.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Terminator, the robot vision, right?
Death vision.
Whoa.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, just great. I love that he's got really good control of his blacks here. Just makes it so moody. I love action that takes place at night.
Can you check what year this is?
91.
Wow. This guy's incredible.
Kenneth Yap says this is some of the best Ulysses art I ever remember seeing. Yeah, this is definitely good. And he did a Batman story that I definitely want to cover for the show. That is on par with this level. So good. It's a great cityscape here.
Yeah.
Oh, power went out though. Interesting Sin City piece here. I don't know who drew this. It looks like Miller, but it's a colored one. It looks like Miller. Sin City, Frank Miller says.
You must have done a couple just for promotional sake.
Yeah, it must be.
I love that art. I'm not sure who did the on the last page there. That picture of the mask. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. But the Predator.
Dark Horse Comics. I picked up this issue of 2080 Dan Dare. $2. What's interesting about this one is it has Dave Gibbons and Alan Moore, but not working together. And this is 1986, so it's around the time of publishing of Watchmen. So this might have been a book they worked on a little bit before that was published around the same time. So this is Dave Gibbons.
He's incredible.
Dan Dare, I really don't know much about. It's just from the look of it, obviously some kind of sci-fi adventurist type of story. It's just a lot going on here. It's interesting to see Gibbons do sci-fi here. And also just cutting loose on the layouts. Floating head, circle, diagonal. It's I'm so used to associating Gibbons with like the 9-panel grid because of Watchmen, right?
Yeah, he's doing a lot more here.
Kenneth Yatt says Dan Dare was a famous British character who inspired many British artists, including Dave Gibbons. They're getting taken off on a tornado. It's some kind of heart planet, a hippie planet or something. Yeah. Nope, he's not impressed. This Dan Dare guy. That's a cool image right here. I wonder who drew that. Ian Gibson? You ever hear of Ian Gibson?
Does it ring a bell?
No. This is the only 2080 book I ever looked through.
Really great expressions, facial expressions.
The fangs are coming out on the love hippies.
Crazy how much he was holding back for Watchmen.
Yeah.
Just to keep the style looking like something from the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, it's funny. I started copying Steve Ditko images for my sketchbook, and and something clicked. I picked up Watchmen and I started copying Watchmen images from my sketchbook. And I was like, that's where it comes from. That's who he was trying to do. He was trying to do Ditko in Watchmen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just so many of the, when you draw it, try copying both. You're going to see, wow, like he was just trying to do Ditko. So this is the Alan Moore story with artwork by Jim Beatty. I read part of it and I got bored about halfway. It's, I don't know, a story about an alien. It is a chapter in the middle of an arc, so I'm sure I'm missing something, but it's something I've found when I go reread more stuff. I'm in a different place now, and I find him boring, which is very strange. Because when I first read him, I thought he was quite riveting, but not anymore, I guess. And a bunch of American flag.
Never heard of the guy.
This is Howard Chaykin.
Okay.
And he's excellent. And I just picked up because it was cheap. It says $4, but it was $2. And these covers are quite strong design sense. Right, very, very bold. Howard Chaykin has a Substack, and I've read it, and I can't say I understand what that guy's writing down. He's a famous curmudgeon of comics.
No, I love it. He's generally just unimpressed with most of the state of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah. And fair enough. He's excellent, so he's earned his stripes to criticize others. But this is stippling. This stippling here is a kind of a Chaykin tick.
That's a great face in the bottom right corner there. I mean, they're all going to be great because he's incredible.
Yeah. And he puts thought and care into a lot of things. Like he'll make sound effects that are more interesting than just the basics. Like we'll do a crunch. He puts some oomph behind it, right? This is a little bit on the basic side there. Let's look at that. Like this is a page of comics, right?
Love the sound of paper and not magazine print.
Yeah.
The sound of it turning pages. Just nice.
Yeah. And
that's a great use of a floating head. Sorry, the top left corner.
Yep. Just all this texture, stippling texture. I don't know if it's done like this or it's some kind of tone. I bet you it's some kind of tone.
Take a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually stippled. I think it's a type of tone.
One thing comic book artists are famous for not having enough of is time.
Yeah. But that's definitely a trademark of his. See? Look at that. Just like a really good design sense. Look at this whole page here. Just the typography.
Oh, I didn't notice that in the bottom panel. That's fucking great.
Yeah. So there's kind of like some empty space here, right? That he filled out with text to kind of push everything that way, kind of. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, I got a whole bunch of these.
Good reading. I like his stuff from here, this era, more than his later stuff. There's a bunch of art like that, like Frank Miller. I barely read any of his stuff any longer. Like stuff from 2020 on, he's gotten so minimalist that it's kind of lost track of. I don't know. I don't like it personally. I'll leave it there. But his older stuff, his stuff from Ronin, is some of the best artwork I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like I feel the same about John Romita Jr. I still think he's very good, but his work on Daredevil, to me, that's peak level.
Yeah,
comic art,
and that's what I'm seeing here. He had a run. I think it's in Secret Avengers, Howard Chaykin, and it was great stuff, but it wasn't as like it just couldn't compare to this. It's fantastic.
There you go. So that's Tales Transmissions from the Dollar Bin. I don't even know the name of my own show. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. That'll be the end of the live stream, unless people have some questions you want to chit chat about something. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Kenneth, for your assist, the trivia assist. Really appreciate that. And for everyone else for coming through. And everybody, God bless and have a good night.